Hi everyone, and welcome to Sweet Stitches Quilt Shop. I'm Joan, and today is First Friday demonstration day here at the shop. So today we're going to celebrate the baby new year because it's the new year. Happy 2022 everyone. So I thought we'd go with the baby theme today since I wanted to tie in the new year. And we're going to start off with a new fabric line that's come into the shop. It's called Tenderwood, and it's the perfect little baby collection for the nature lovers out there. And so it has this sweet panel with it that has all the little woodland animals in it, bunnies and squirrels and fox and raccoons. Real pretty color palette. It could go for a girl or a boy. And so some of the coordinating fabrics I have here in front of me, and there's even more. I have greens and browns that also go with this group. But this one has lots of different paw prints and bird prints on here. We have the pine cones to go along with the woodland theme. This pretty birch bark fabric. And then we have some ferns and pine cones and mushrooms to go along with the group. This would make a very easy quilt to put together by just adding some borders, or maybe make the blocks into stars with the animals being in the center of the stars. Could be a lot of fun to play with. So this is called Tenderwood, and it is by Northcott Fabrics. And you'll have to come in and check it out here at the shop. So, baby theme. And we have a little baby right here in its nice little sack. This is a pattern by Two Brown Birds Design. It's a cute little toy for your little ones. And you can either make the baby doll that comes with it, or the baby bear, either one. So, and you can make it a girl or a boy, whatever you want to make to match the gift that you're giving. This doll, it has the two-sided face. So it has the happy face on the one side and then the sleepy face on the other side. So you can tuck her into her little knapsack here. So the pattern again is two brown birds, and it's called Goodnight Baby, Goodnight Bear. On this project I did do a different kind of binding, and I thought I'd share that with all of you. It is a zigzag binding, and so I saw this on a video that I had seen by another quilter, and I really liked the idea, and I thought I'd try it out on this one because it's a small project, and it's one that's going to get a lot of tugging on, hopefully, and a lot of love. So what it is you have like a zigzag pattern on your sewing machine, right? This is a zigzag, but it's a stitched out zigzag, and I believe it's in like the utility stitches in Janome and Elna sewing machines. I don't know if it's in all of them, but I'm sure it's in a lot of them. But instead of looking like a zigzag like this, it is a stitched out zigzag, so it's like even stronger than this, you know, this big stitch that goes across back and forth here. So it really holds down this binding. It's really nice and tight, because you always worry when you do a decorative binding by machine, sometimes what the pattern you might choose, it doesn't really hold down all of that binding. This is holding all of that binding. You'll have to come in and check it out and see what it looks like here. I don't have a close-up of it, but definitely give this one a try, especially on something like a utility blanket, or you know, a baby blanket that's going to get washed a lot. I think it would really work out nicely for that. The next thing I have are these little guys that you've probably seen here before. I have them here hanging in the shop, but they are called, you know, they're like little loveys. They're for little ones to carry around with them. They're super soft, made out of flannel. The pattern is called Hanky Blanky Pets, And you can make these out of soft flannel like we did here, or you can make them out of like minky fabrics. Kids just love those minky fabrics. These are made out of Junior Mammoth Flannel by Robert Kaufman, and they are just the super soft flannel that's nice and drapey, so it's great for these little blankets that the kids can tug around and love. The next item I have is not really for a baby, but I made it into something for a baby. So the pattern is called Dry Ideas. And what it is a foam mat that you then sew strips onto, and you use it as a drying mat for doing your dishes. And I thought, well, this would be a great size to put in a diaper bag as a changing mat for under the baby. You know, a lot of times they're stuck like in a grocery store where there's nothing to put underneath the baby as they're changing them in the restroom. So I thought this would be a great little thing that they could just roll up and put right into the diaper bag. And so it's made with these foam forms, and they're by Bosel. And there's a pattern for it called Dry Ideas, which also gives you some patterns for where you can create a wine glass to make like placemats too. So when you're working with foam, one of the things that you want to do is use binding clips instead of pins. They're great for holding these thicker layers of things. Like when I made this, I had to make two sides, and then I had the foam form, and then I had to put them together and hold them all together and then sew around this. And it was easier to use binding clips because the pins kind of almost distorted the foam a little bit, where the clips just easily clip on those sides and hold it right in place. Because you see it's striped on both sides, and I wanted to match up those stripes, and so I put a clip on each one of the seams to make sure that the seams are staying right on top of each other. So it made it nice and neat. Foam is very easy to sew through, and we make a lot of different bags using foam, and so using the Wonder Clips for bag making with foam is also very good. You can quilt these in the ditch or use your decorative stitches to go across these, but so maybe you don't have a little one in your life, but you can. We all have dishes, so we all need to wash our dishes every night. So you can make up one of these mats for yourself and make it out of some cheerful prints that you love and want to see every night. So this is called Dry Ideas, and it is made by Poorhouse Designs, and it uses the Bosel in our form foam mats. So we have those here in stock, and you can give those a try. Fun little project. Nice little hostess gift too. Also made with foam is, you've seen this diaper bag before, or it was a bag, not a diaper bag, but what I thought was this makes a great diaper bag because of the size of it. This is called the Show Off Bag, and you might have seen me show this before when I did a segment on bags, and then I said if I was going to make this bag again, I would leave these little pockets off the ends of them, because to me that kind of looks a little bit like a diaper bag, where this would be the perfect spot to put a bottle or a sippy cup for a little one, and it's on both ends. And so if you're making this into a diaper bag, I think that this would be a great addition, just to put the pockets on. This bag has the option of either putting a zipper in the top or not putting a zipper in the top, and you do that at the very end of the bag. So it's very easy to make, and it's a very roomy big bag with lots of inside pockets to hold all kinds of things. So if you're thinking about making a diaper bag for you know, the new mother in your life, you want to give the show-off bag a try because it's really easy to make. Of course, I can't do a First Friday demonstration without talking about a little bit about Quilt because we do use it here a lot in the shop. The first die that I want to show you is for a Burp Rag, and so they look like this. This is their shape. We've done this one in cotton on the front and flannel on the back. The flannel really helps stick to the shoulder, and these really fit onto the side on your shoulder nicely to burp the baby on. So you might want to give these a try. I know a lot of people buy the die and they make a lot of these up to donate to churches or to donate to maybe a women's shelter for little children and babies that come along with the mom. So Burp Rag die here from Quilt. And another die that we have is the Bib die, and so this one's very cute too, and it's great used along with some of the applique shapes that we have here. So we have like a little duck, we have little bunnies, we have lots of different little applique shapes that would fit perfectly on the bib itself. And of course, a lot of the applique shapes have downloads for embroidery if you have an embroidery machine. So you can easily finish those appliques with your embroidery machine. And that's what we have from Quilt this time. It was a very busy Christmas season here at the shop, and then Rob and I also took a week off after Christmas, and it was wonderful. We got to spend it with our kids. So I haven't had as much time to finish everything that I wanted to finish and show you today, but I thought I'd at least show you the patterns and the fabrics that I plan on making the projects with. And so the first one is for a baby bib, and it's for a little boy, and it has 3 different looks that you can make the bibs out of. One is a cowboy, the other one is like a formal, so a black tie event bib, and then you have the businessman here with a little tie. And so I'm going to make the cowboy one, and they use a plaid for the vest or the shirt, so I'm going to use this pretty plaid here, and then this blue will be the bandana area that goes around the plaid shirt. And then we do sell buttons here now at the shop. I have a rack of them. They're dill buttons, and they're really pretty little ones. This is probably about the largest size that we have, and then they get really, really tiny after that too. So these will go on the front of the vest, and then I'll make his little sheriff's badge out of the gold here. So this should be a cute one when it's done. I'll be sure to show it to you, of course. And then, of course, we can't leave the girls out. We have this one called Diva Babies, and these all have little ruffles and floral and little flowers to decorate the bibs with. So I picked this new floral that we have here in the shop. It has poppies on it, and I'm going to make the main part of the bib out of the poppies. And then around the collar part that fits around the neck, that'll be green. And then the flower is going to be made out of this pretty little red pink color here. And then of course we have a little yellow center for the flower. So these are 2 bibs that hopefully you'll get to see at the next video or in the shop. So we're not going to talk all baby, we're going to talk small things though. We have from the Daylight Company, we have a brand new light out, and it is called the Foldy-Go. And what it is it's a rechargeable light that swivels, and then you can raise it up and take it with you. It is charged. Oh, look at that. So It's charged. You can swivel your light however you need it. You can bring it down, put it up, and then you can pack it away when you're all done with it. It folds up, this folds down, this slides around, so it makes this nice neat little package here. And it comes in its own carrying case. So these are great to take with you on retreats or to classes when maybe you might need a little bit more light in the room. But it's called Foldy-Go, and it's by the Daylight Company here at the shop. The last thing I'm going to show you is a baby quilt out of the Quilts for Baby and Beyond. This book is by Diaper Quilts. She is a great designer. If you've ever used the Super Sidekick ruler or the Sidekick ruler or the Hexamore ruler, she's a great pattern writer and easy to follow directions. I made the color wheel quilt out of this one, and so the color wheel quilt looks like, here's her picture in the book, and so you can the baby can learn all the different colors. It's a playmat is what it is. It's not really a quilt because it is a hexagon when you get done with it, and it's easier to make than what you think. You know, don't fear. It's made out of triangles, diamonds, so it's not hard to make at all. There is one partial seam in here, but those are super simple to do. If you ever have trouble with that kind of thing, you can always come in here and ask us about that. But let me show you the quilt. Of course, it's not all the way done, and it's in the process of being free motion quilted, but it's big. It's a nice big playmat that you could take with you to a park or to the beach or just have it at home. So you can see it does make a hexagon shape, and it uses, you know, the rainbow colors, but then in 3 shades. So you learn light, medium, and dark too. It's a fun little quilt playmat to make, and you can see I have lots of pins in here. I guess I went a little overboard, but that's okay. At least it won't slip around when I'm free motion quilting it. I'm planning on quilting it in the backing color, which is this turquoise, which isn't on the front of the quilt. I've decided to go with something that is totally different on the back, but it has all of these fun colors in it. This is called Glass Beads. This is by Wilmington Fabrics, and I have this in lots of different colors, but they all have these little, like, little dots of color all over the back side of them. And so this will also be the binding when I get done with it too, so you can be a 2-sided playmat. So this is called Color Wheel, and this is out of Baby and Beyond book by Diaper Quilts. There's lots of nice, really nice quilts in here, and she does really good pictures for those of us that read the pictures instead of the instructions. So you'll have to check this book out if you have some new grandbabies or babies coming your way, or maybe some showers that you need to make some gifts for. But that's all I have for you today. I just want to wish everyone a healthy and happy new year. We'll see you in February. You all have a great day today. Bye-bye.